Hello everyone, my name is Abigail Marie F. Anargan, but you can call me Miss Abby, and I'll be your tour guide for this tour. And I promise that you will enjoy your stay here in Puerto Princesa. And together with me, we also have here our coach captain, Johan. He will take us to our destinations very safely. Let's say hi to Coach Johan. We are from Adventures, and we are very glad and grateful to serve you for this trip. Again, on behalf of Adventures, I'd like to welcome you all to Puerto Princesa. We will arrive at the hotel in 10 minutes. Therefore, I would like to ask you all to check if you have all your baggage with you. Please do not leave anything unattended on the bus because we cannot take responsibility for it. Now, I'd like to take some time to inform you about brief safety precautions. As per the laws and rules here, we shall not litter everywhere. Littering is punishable by a fine that depends upon the number of offenses you already have, and they also have laws banning smokers from smoking in the public places in the city proper. And lastly, don't forget to buy souvenirs later because Puerto Princesa has the most number of souvenir shops in Palawan and also has the most affordable souvenirs any tourist can buy. Before we proceed to our first destination, let me tell you first about Puerto Princesa. Did you know that Puerto Princesa City is the capital of and the only city of Palawan, Philippines? When it is considered a highly urbanized city, it still looks and feels more like a big town. The city has been transforming, developing at a rate faster, and a few new malls, several new big hotels now stand in what used to be a virtually flat city proper. Yet, tourism here is highly organized and synchronized. Almost all sectors of the industry, from the tour guides to tricycle drivers to boatmen, have their own associations, working collaboratively with each other. This combination of infrastructure, organization, policy, and natural wonders make Puerto Princesa an ideal destination even for first-timers, seniors, and children. Now, for our first destination, before we can go to the underground river, we need to take the boat first at Sabang Port, and it will take us to inside the underground river. Let me introduce to you the city's very own world wonder and UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Puerto Princesa Underground River. The Puerto Princesa Underground River is the most famous attraction of the city. It is included in UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites for its spectacular limestone cart landscape and remarkable biodiversity. It is also reputed to be the world's longest navigable underground river. A paddle boat ride takes you to a section of the underground river where you can enjoy views of massive stalagmite or stalactite formations and cave chambers. The Puerto Princesa Underground River is located in the quiet coastal village of Sabang. For our next destination, Sabang X-Zipline. There are many tourist spots in Palawan, but what makes Sabang X-Zipline a worthy stopover is its breathtaking view of the mountains and the open sea. Going to the zipline is an adventure in itself since it is a half-hour trek from the mangroves up the tiny mountain where the zipline starts. The zipline stands 150 feet above sea level and 800 meters long, so expect to get whizzed through the air as you admire the vista of the river park and the sea. It's already 12 noon, you can have your lunch at Pawikan Restaurant. I'll give you time to roam around the Sabang Beach, and I'll meet you all later in front of the Pawikan Restaurant at 2 p.m. See you all later. Okay, let's proceed to our third destination, Plaza Cuartel, a historic park with the green past. Plaza Cuartel in Puerto Princesa was a Spanish garrison taken over by the Americans and later by Japanese forces during World War II. Nearly 150 American soldiers were burned alive towards the end of the war. Today, Plaza Cuartel commemorates both the survivors and the fallen servicemen during this bleak page in history. Time check, it's 6 p.m. and it's a good time for sightseeing, right? For our next destination is Iwahig Firefly watching and Mangrove Forest. Iwahig is also home to a vast mangrove forest. A paddle boat night cruise along the Iwahig River offers a close-up view of glowing fireflies swarming around the mangrove trees, where you can witness fireflies glow like constellation of stars. Definitely feels like a scene from a fairy tale. Okay, my dear tourists, please settle down. We are going back to the hotel to have a rest. Let's call it a day. Good night. Good morning, my dear tourists. I hope you already have your breakfast for now. It's already 8 a.m. and before heading back to Manila, we are going back to our last two destinations, the Immaculate Conception Cathedral and Baker's Hill. Here we are in Immaculate Conception Cathedral. The Immaculate Conception Cathedral in Puerto Princesa is probably one of the grandest and most breathtaking Roman Catholic religious edifices in the city, if not in the whole Palawan. It is located along Rizal Avenue and across Plaza Cuartel at Puerto Princesa City, Palawan. It is a Gothic-style church painted in lovely pastel blue. This historic place is the site of the first Mass in Puerto Princesa. It's already 11:30 p.m. I think we can grab some early lunch at Tia Ising's before we proceed to our last destination. Now, our last destination is the Baker's Hill. From their name alone, it's clear that Baker's Hill specializes in pastries. Baker's Hill's hopia is a staple in every pasalubong kit and should not under any circumstances be missed. Aside from its baked goods, the place is also known for its garden, which is an Instagrammable spot at every turn. There are also view decks that give you a spectacular view of Honda Bay. In case you want something other than food, they have a store that offers souvenir shirts too. Now, we are heading back to the airport. On behalf of Adventures, we would like to thank you all for joining us in this wonderful trip. Thank you for trusting the Adventures. We are looking forward of seeing you again with your families and friends. We hope that you had fun and enjoyed this tour. Thank you and God bless us all.